I'm going to switch over here because we're going to talk about another theater. I love days when I talk about theater. Tony Pallone, you're here, and you're in the play, right? And
yes.
Yep, you are. Okay, and Christine is as well. So tell me about the play. What are you doing? And you're over at you're going to be at Steamer 10, right?
Steamer 10, yes.
Yeah,
so it's
great space.
It is. Yeah. I am also president of the Board of Theater Voices, and that's our home space.
Oh, it is as well.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So it's a space I'm very familiar with. And this is Harbinger Theater, which doesn't have, but it sort of is a home in and of itself, and goes to lots of different theaters. They've performed at Albany Civic. They performed at the Sand Lake Center for the Arts. They're all over the place, and this is their stop at Steamer 10, which is kind of exciting.
It's not a large theater, but it's got a great seating. I mean, because no matter where you sit, you can see the stage.
It's another converted firehouse.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess that's what we do with firehouses.
Well, once you don't need that one, they build a new one. Something's got to do it, and some people buy them and convert them into a home. So
sure.
Sure. So tell me about the play.
Yeah. So it's a story of nine people whose lives intersect. They all live on this island about 30 minutes or so from, Seattle?
Seattle.
Yeah, so the Pacific Northwest. And they all have these sort of curious character quirks, but they're all sort of brought together because the orca whales that they usually see this time of year, they jump out of the water and it's very, moving. Yes, they have disappeared and they don't know why, and they're trying to figure out why. But in addition to that, they're also sort of exploring their own, inner dynamics and relationships with one another.
It's a little unconventional in the sense that the audience is not going to see an Act 1 and intermission in Act 2. It's unconventional in the sense that, we're brought together ostensibly because of the whales, and we're very concerned about that. But then there's these snippets, of vignettes, if you will, that go from character to character to character with no real theme for the audience.
Okay, it's just basically learning about each character.
Their relationships, and even the relationships go in and out. And the intensity of these relationships is amazing. The playwright is masterful in this play. For the audience, it's a little unconventional. You have to follow along, but it's beautiful. And I think that people watching this, they are going to relate to probably more than one character here. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm laughing because at the very beginning of the play, the way that it opens is we sort of introduce ourselves in this as islanders who are playing various roles. We start talking about what roles we're playing, and then we say, you know what, it's a lot to keep track of. Don't even bother. Don't try. That's
keep
actually,
up with this.
Yeah, that's actually in the script. It's like just give up now, and you'll get to know. You'll come to know what you need to know.
So who are you?
I am three characters. I am, in addition to the Islander, I am Alexander, the dancing boy, who just wants to be a dancer, but we're not sure if he has any talent at all, and his mom just kind of like, oh, sweetie, right? And then I also play this German oceanographer who has just a brief moment on the phone, and it's very funny scene. And then the biggest character I played, save for last, is a man named Chris, who's recently split up from his wife, and this is a dynamic that mirrors my own real life. So it's really been interesting to delve into that character. That's, I would say, the most serious character of the three. So how do you
transition into each of these characters? New hat or?
Not so much.
Nothing? Okay.
A little bit. Like I have an outfit for Chris, and then I'll take it off to be Alexander. But literally just like, I've got like a coat
just
on for Chris.
Something.
A little something. And what about you? Did you?
Yeah, I'm going to go on to,
Okay, the
Christine
first thing
here.
I have to say, and this is not a spoiler alert, his scene as Alexander are
The dancing
hilarious.
boy.
They are the highlight of the show for me. It's hard. You just watch in absolute awe, and it's the genuine belly laughter. In terms of what he goes from these, we all have to go from a silliness or a chaos because we're having a town meeting, but we talk over each other and we don't listen to each other. But you have to go from that to very serious, and there's no break, there's no costume change, there's no props, there's no scenery.
There's no scenery?
Correct.
Yeah, it's
Just chairs or
just
what?
chairs. Chairs. I mean, there's a part
It's
where
almost like a stage reading.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Sputter,
coincidentally
sputter.
for theater voices, right? But you know, I think that we're successful in creating pictures without actually having to show them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a part where I say, "Well, you've taken care of the bushes," and there's no bushes there, but I'm indicating that
Hilarious.
there are bushes.
That is hilarious. Every husband is going to laugh out loud when he says these lines because he is every husband. He's definitely my husband.
So I know a lot about Tony, but tell me a little bit about yourself. Have you been?
So I am an attorney.
Okay.
And I did theater in high school, played actually in our town the role of Emily. And I sort of had a fear-based decision-making when I went to college because in 5th grade I decided I was going to be an attorney, even though I auditioned for a theater program and my heart wanted to do theater. I just didn't do it. Even when I went to college at SUNY Albany, I didn't feel like I had the time to put in a theater program. I had to put myself through college. So I go off and be a lawyer. But always when I would go to...
In your heart.
Right, I'd go to the Bridge Street or I'd go to the Albany Civic Center, and as I watch and you watch a play, I always thought, I should be doing this. I want to do this. It was, I guess you'd call it a bucket list gut feeling in my life. I just wanted to try it. And so, the end of last year, I retired from my position as general counsel of a state agency, and I started auditioning. And I got a lot of no's.
The blood's going, huh?
Well, it was hard. And Chris Foster saw something, and he calls me up, and I had actually auditioned more for more of a comedic role for the play, and he was like, "Who are you?" And I would like to put you in the role of Ella. And I naively, of course, I'm just thrilled to get a yes.
To get on stage.
So I say, okay, well, Ella's character is dying of cancer. So
oh dear.
That has been, it's a tricky emotional role for me. There's comedic parts as my Islander position, and then there's some very difficult discussion. She's doing an assisted suicide under the law in the state of Washington. Mm-hmm. So her character, she thinks the play
serious part.
Each of the relationships of the characters has something different, like the relationship with Chris and Mary as spouse. There's a homeless person. There's so much in this play, in addition to Where Are the Orcas, which also has a message that is as timely as can be in terms of what is going on in this country and in our world with the environment. So there's the bigger picture, which certainly comes through. And then there's all of these emotional issues of people in these issues with their lives, from people having marital problems to someone who knows they're dying and how we're going to handle that. Mm-hmm. And there's other characters as well.
Sounds like a play you're going to talk about afterwards.
I think he's brilliant.
I think so.
There's going to be no dinner talk after this show. You're not going to talk about the set or the scenery, which sometimes you do.
What's for dinner? We're not doing that.
I think that people are going to understand that this is our lives. Most people are going to resonate with it.
Well, it's funny you mentioned our town, because sometimes this play is compared to our town because of the lives of different characters coming together. And Chris, our director, says it's sort of like our town meets Northern Exposure.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Northern.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely
My
one of my favorite
favorite,
shows.
favorite show.
Yes,
Yeah.
quirky characters.
Sicily, right?
Yes, Alaska,
Yeah.
right.
It's a beautiful play.
Yeah.
I think it's an unconventional in one sense, but in terms of what he is able to get through in less than 2 hours is amazing.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to go back to you. I know that you've been on the show before, but tell the audience who don't know you a little bit about yourself.
So I'm Tony Pallone. Hello. I am a a locally based actor, director. When I'm not doing that, I'm a writer. I'm a graphic designer. I do a lot of things.
You do a lot of
I do a lot of, I'm definitely an example of the gig work economy, which I really love that. Being able to do so many different things and explore so many different sides of myself.
What a gift.
Yeah, thanks. And I've been doing, kind of like Christine. I mean, it was fifth grade where I first sort of had this feeling of wanting to be involved with the theater, but it took me a while too. It took me until college to really sort of break out of my shell and not be afraid of my own shadow and just start exploring that. And it's had a place in my life ever since. And being part of this has been really great because Harbinger is really supportive of the
New
cast,
talent too.
New talent, right? Of like they've combined, someone who's a lot of experience, someone who's new, and we help each other. And they're also very supportive, as you know, of the community. The Harbinger folks, Patrick White, recently put together the first Capital Region Festival of Theater to celebrate. I mean, I think it's been mentioned already today, just how vibrant this theater community is in the Capital District, which is, it's really incredible. I think if I were to move somewhere else, that's the thing I would miss the most.
You're going to miss the most.
Yeah.
I will share one snippet with you. My first understudy was Our Town.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
It's a wonderful play.
Fifth grade must have been a banner year.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
When you both mentioned, I go, oh, my mind
Our
is
Town,
going like this. Oh, wait a minute, I did an understudy on that one.
Yeah. So this is sort of a modern Our Town, if you will.
Yeah.
Good.
Everything comes
I'm
back.
With
really,
whales.
it
Whales,
sounds like
modern town, Our Town with whales.
Yeah, with whales.
Or lack of whales.
Orca.
Where are the whales?
I want to thank you both for being here. And did you say the dates of the play?
No.
No, we September 12th through 21st.
Coming right up.
Fifth.
Yep.
Get your tickets.
Yep. Only $15. You can't do anything for $15.
I'm surprised you can
That's
pay
right.
the
Yes.
royalties for
So
that.
it's
That's-
at Steamer 10,
right.
500 Western Ave.
Yep.
Starts the Thursday night, there's a preview. And then this weekend and the following weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Good.
Yep.
Good. And you go to matinee if you're
Yes.
Sunday
drive
at
it
2,
down.
Sunday matinee.
Friday, Saturday at 7:30.
Yep.
And Steamer 10 is just a great place.
It's a great place,
Yes.
and
So
there's
come
parking
to-
all around the area.
So much
Yeah,
parking,
yeah.
Enjoy.
absolutely.
You can park in that Citizens Bank lot just
Yeah,
across
they
the
don't
street.
mind.
They don't
No.
mind, as long
No.
as they're not doing banking
Yeah,
business.
not unless you're going to take some money out and give it to you. No.
Yeah, oh, sure. $15.
Thank you both for
Thank
being
you.
here, and I'm so happy to see that you found a new.
I'm humbled to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's great. I'm so happy to hear that because it's so nice to kind of blossom.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm trying.
Good.